accomplish a number of his objectives. First, Lee's betting that if he invades Pennsylvania, a northern state, a free state, the Union Army of the Potomac will follow him north. And what that means is if you're a Virginia farmer, you get a break. Perhaps you could plant a crop, harvest a crop, and that would be great for the Confederacy and for Lee's army. More importantly, though, Robert E. Lee believes that if he invades Pennsylvania, again, the Union Army will follow him up here. And then once the Union Army is in Pennsylvania, Lee will confront it in a battle and hopefully destroy it. And Robert E. Lee believes that one more great victory, one more decisive victory, this time in Pennsylvania, might convince the people of the North, who've already gone through 2 years of war, who've seen the casualty list grow longer and longer, that this war is unwinnable. And maybe in 1864, when Abraham Lincoln is up for re-election, the American people will vote in a new president, a president that will recognize the Confederacy and deal with the Confederacy on diplomatic terms. There is a tremendous amount at stake in the summer of 1863, and what we call the Gettysburg Campaign, or the Pennsylvania Campaign, begins on the 3rd of June, 1863, as Robert E. Lee's army begins to sidestep the Union Army and head north. By the end of that month, by the end of June, Lee's entire army is in the state of Pennsylvania. And by June 28th, Lee's 75,000-man army is stretched across south-central Pennsylvania in an arc stretching over 60 miles. There are Confederates to the west of Gettysburg, beyond the mountain range you can see in the background in the town of Chambersburg. More Confederates are due north, about 40 miles away, right outside the capital of Pennsylvania, Harrisburg. More Confederates are as far away as York, Pennsylvania, off to our northeast, again, over 40 miles away. Confederates are gathering up food, they're gathering up supplies, they're causing enormous amounts of fear and panic across south-central Pennsylvania and even across the very north itself. And when President Franklin Delano Roosevelt dedicated the Eternal Light Peace Memorial, not only were hundreds of thousands of visitors present, but many of these aged Civil War veterans were here as well. The Eternal Light Peace Memorial physically depicts the reunited country after the ravages of the American Civil War. Reinforcements arrived in the battlefield. More Confederate reinforcements would arrive in the battlefield. This time, 5,000 Confederates led by a general named Jubal Early, who just a few days... positioned again a mile across the field behind me. One assault, the main assault, led by Lieutenant James Longstreet, would involve roughly 18,000 Confederate infantrymen deploying along either side of the Emmitsburg Road and launching an attack against the left flank of the Union Army. But to understand Pickett's charge and that decision that Lee makes to launch it, you need to go back to the evening hours of July 2nd, 1863. Even though Robert E. Lee failed to destroy and launch their attack at the same time as the Confederates.